Hey there, welcome back to another session of Stoic Spirit. Let's be honest. Haven't there been times when you've felt invisible, overlooked, or just plain unappreciated? It stings, right? That sharp feeling of being undervalued cuts deep, and it's easy to get tangled up in the web of what others think about us. But today, we're not here to dwell on that pain. Today, we're flipping the script and taking control. We're here to show you how to turn those feelings of neglect into your strongest advantage. We're going to make them wish they'd seen your worth from the very start. You see, the problem isn't just that others don't value us. It's that we often let their opinions shape how we see ourselves. When we start chasing after their approval, we hand over our power. But before they came along, remember, you were whole, solid, and more than enough on your own. The moment you start needing their validation is the moment you lose sight of your true strength. That's not the Stoic way. And that's not who you are. So let's take a moment to ask ourselves, why do their cold shoulders or dismissive words sting so much? Is it because we've given them more power than they deserve? Today, we're shifting that dynamic. We're going to explore 11 transformative ways to reclaim your power and remind the world just how incredible you truly are. These aren't just tricks. They're strategies grounded in ancient wisdom and designed to help you not just survive, thrive. We'll dig deep into how you can rise above their opinions and find a rock-solid sense of self that doesn't waver with every passing comment. For the women out there, you'll discover straightforward strategies to ensure you're always valued for who you are, not just what you bring to the table. And for the men, don't think we've forgotten you. We'll uncover ways to maintain your dignity and strength without getting caught up in someone else's game. No more playing small or settling for less than you deserve. We're here to embrace the Stoic mindset and elevate our understanding of self-worth. So, stay with us through the entire journey today. This isn't just about making others realize what they've lost. It's about making you see what you've always had. If you find value in this video, hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know which principle resonates most with your experience of reclaiming your worth. Together, we can create a community grounded in strength, resilience, unwavering self-respect. Now, let's dive in and transform that hurt into power. Your journey starts now. Is your peace of mind worth the opinions of others? As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is the essence of the Stoic mindset, a mindset that anchors you amidst the stormy seas of life, guiding you not by the waves of external approval, but by the steady compass of your own values and virtues. Before we delve into the 11 strategies that will reshape how others perceive you, let's ground ourselves in this powerful Stoic principle. The only true control we have in this world is over our own thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, especially the opinions and actions of others, exists outside our control. Imagine someone significant in your life failing to give you the appreciation you deserve. It's a blow to the ego, no doubt. But the Stoic knows that the sting isn't caused by the other person's lack of recognition. It's caused by our own attachment to their approval. A true Stoic doesn't crumble under the weight of others' judgments. Instead, they ask, why does this bother me? They recognize that their value isn't diminished by someone else's inability to see it. In fact, they see such moments as opportunities for growth. When someone dismisses your worth, it's not a reflection of who you are, but rather a reflection of their own limitation. So, rather than dwelling on the pain, a Stoic uses it as fuel for self-improvement. What can I learn from this? Comes their mantra. Each slight becomes a stepping stone towards greater resilience and self-reliance. But what about the inevitable hurt? Stoics aren't immune to pain, they just don't let it define them. Instead of allowing emotions to cloud their judgment, they practice detachment. This isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about maintaining emotional balance. They enjoy the company of others and value their affection, but they don't rely on it for happiness. True contentment comes from within, from living in alignment with one's own principles. Consider this. When someone close to you fails to appreciate your efforts, it's easy to spiral into self-doubt. But the Stoic response is different. They pause, reflect, and remind themselves, I am enough. This simple affirmation reinforces their self-worth, shielding them from the corrosive effects of external neglect. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. So rather than trying to change how others see you, focus on changing how you see yourself. Live with integrity, and let your actions speak louder than their opinions. Now, as we prepare to explore the 11 steps that will help you rise above and command the respect you deserve, let's embrace this Stoic mindset fully. This journey isn't just about making others regret undervaluing you. It's about transcending the need for their validation altogether. Before we dive into the details, take a moment to declare your intent. In the comments below, type, "I own my journey." This isn't just a statement. It's a commitment to yourself, a reminder that your worth isn't contingent on anyone else's approval. By embracing this mindset, you're not only reclaiming your power, but you're also setting an example for others to follow. So, with this foundation laid, let's move forward with clarity and purpose. Prepare yourself for a transformation, not just in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. Are you ready to become unstoppable? Let's begin. Number 1. Value yourself. How often do you place your value in the hands of others? As Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." This is the heart of valuing yourself, a recognition that your worth is inherent, not something dictated by others' fleeting opinions or judgments. Truly value yourself is to understand that you are whole and complete, regardless of where you are or who you're with. It's about acknowledging that you deserve respect and dignity, not because of what you do or what you have, but because of who you are at your. Valuing yourself isn't just a lofty idea. It's the bedrock upon which all healthy relationships are built. When you begin to see your own worth, you send a powerful signal to the world around you. You start to act different. You set boundaries, you speak up, and you make choices that reflect a deep sense of self-respect. Imagine for a moment that you're in a meeting at work. Instead of staying silent, you confidently share your ideas because you know they have merit. Or picture yourself among friends, no longer afraid to express what you really think because you no longer fear their judgment. When you value yourself, people around you take notice. They see a person who knows their own worth and isn't afraid to stand by it. Now, let's talk about how you can start to cultivate this mindset today. Begin with a simple but powerful exercise: affirmations. Each morning, stand in front of the mirror and remind yourself of your worth with statements like, "I am deserving of all the good things in life. I am strong and capable, and I am enough, just as I am." It might feel strange at first, but over time, these affirmations become a declaration of your inner truth, echoing the Stoic belief that our thoughts shape our reality. As Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Stop craving external validation. Instead, cultivate a wealth of self-belief and contentment. But remember, valuing yourself goes beyond positive thinking. It's about taking concrete actions that reinforce your worth. Make choices that honor your needs and desires. Say no to commitments that drain your energy, and yes, to activities that fulfill you. Prioritize your well-being and happiness above all else. By doing this, you're not just thinking differently, you're living different, and others will respond to that. They'll see someone who is not easily swayed by opinion or circumstance, but someone who stands firm in their own truth. Let's take it one step further. Challenge yourself to set a boundary today. Maybe it's with a friend who takes more than they give, or a colleague who doesn't respect your time. Politely but firmly assert your limits. Notice how it feels to prioritize your own needs and watch how it changes the dynamic in those relationships. You'll find that as you start to value yourself, others will begin to mirror that respect back to you. So every day, keep this thought at the forefront of your mind. I define my own value. Live in a way that radiates self-respect, and you'll find that the world has no choice but to acknowledge it. You are more than enough, just as you are. Now, let's take this energy and move on to our next powerful tip. Ready to continue this journey? Let's keep moving forward. Number 2. Improve your physical image. Building on the foundation of valuing yourself, The next step is to ensure that your external self reflects the strength and dignity you've cultivated within. As Aristotle once said, the beauty of the soul shines when a man is in harmony with himself. Your physical appearance is not just a superficial aspect of who you are, it's a visible expression of your inner values. When you take care of your body, you're not just enhancing your appearance, you're sending a powerful message to the world, and more importantly, to yourself. I respect who I am, and I'm worth the effort. Improving your physical image starts with understanding that this isn't about vanity or trying to meet some external standard. It's about alignment, ensuring that the person you see in the mirror reflects the person you're striving to be. Just as a well-maintained ship sails smoother and withstands the storms better, a well-cared-for body helps you navigate life's challenges with confidence and poise. So how do you start? Begin with the basics. Pay attention to the details. Grooming, your posture, your style. Choose clothing that makes you feel strong and confident, not just trendy. You don't need an extensive wardrobe. What matters is that what you wear represents who you are. A neatly ironed shirt, a clean shave, or a simple polished look can make a world of difference. These small acts of care are daily affirmations of your worth. Physical fitness is another crucial element. As Epictetus taught, no great thing is created suddenly. Fitness isn't about achieving perfection. It's about consistency, discipline, and strength. Whether it's a morning jog, yoga, or hitting the gym, find a routine that suits you and stick to it. The benefits extend far beyond the physical. They bolster your mental resilience and sharpen your focus. When you're strong in body, you're strong in mind, ready to face whatever comes your way. And don't overlook the power of nutrition. Your body is a temple, and what you fuel it with matters. A balanced diet rich in nutrients isn't just good for your health. It's a testament to your respect for yourself. Eating well isn't about restriction. It's about choosing to nurture your body so that it can support you in all your endeavors. But remember, improving your physical image isn't about impressing others. It's about embodying the self-respect you've worked so hard to build. When you care for your physical appearance, you're not just polishing the outside. You're reinforcing the strength and dignity that lie within. This self-care radiates outward, and others will take notice. They'll see someone who is confident, composed, and in control. A person who values themselves too much to settle for anything less. As we continue this journey, keep this in mind. The effort you put into your physical image is a reflection of the value you place on yourself. Every morning when you dress, when you groom, when you exercise, you're not just preparing for the day. You're preparing to be the best version of yourself. This is how you rise above the noise, the distractions, and the doubts. This is how you show the world that you are someone to be respected. So, take the time to care for your physical self. Let your appearance be a beacon that reflects the strength and worthiness you hold within. And as you step out each day, remember that you're not just facing the world, you're commanding it. Now, let's move forward and continue to build on this foundation with the next principle. Number 3, smile more often. Embracing a smile can be one of the most profound and simple changes you make in your daily life. As the philosopher Aristotle observed, happiness depends upon ourselves. A smile isn't just a reaction, it's a deliberate choice to influence your reality. When you smile, you aren't just making a facial expression, you're setting the tone for your entire day and the way others perceive you. It's a small but powerful act that can shift your mindset from one of stress and anxiety to one of calm and control. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and a smile is one of the most immediate and effective tools at our disposal. By choosing to smile, you are taking control of your response to life's challenges. A smile can diffuse tension, foster connection, and build bridges in even the most difficult situations. It's like planting a seed of positivity in your own mind and in the minds of those around you. So, how do you put this into practice? Start your day with a smile. Before you dive into the demands of work, family, or anything else, take a moment in front of the mirror. Give yourself a genuine smile. It might seem trivial, but this small action is like flipping a switch. It sets a positive intention for the day ahead. Reminder that no matter what comes, you have the power to rise above it. grace, and composure. Consider the impact of smiling when you're faced with adversity. Maybe you're in a heated discussion with a colleague or feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of life. Choosing to smile in those moments can be your way of asserting control over your emotions. It's not about ignoring reality, but rather shaping your reality through your response. Smiling is your armor, your shield against the negativity that seeks to pull you down. It's like choosing to be the sun on a cloudy day, bringing light not only to yourself but to those around you. But there's more to smiling than just the immediate mood boost. Smiling has a ripple effect. It spreads like a wave through your environment. When you smile at someone, you're creating a moment of connection, however brief. You're saying, "I see you, I acknowledge you," and often they'll respond in kind. This isn't just a social nicety. It's a powerful tool for building trust and rapport, whether in personal relationships or in a professional setting. It's the kind of subtle, silent communication that can transform interactions and leave a lasting impact. Think of your smile as a kind of invisible thread weaving through your day, connecting you to others in a tapestry of shared human experience. It's a reflection of your inner strength and your ability to maintain composure, no matter what. In many ways, it's an embodiment of the Stoic virtue of equanimity, the ability to remain calm and balanced in the face of life's ups and downs. Here's a practical exercise. Next time you're in a stressful situation, pause and take a deep breath. Then, smile. Notice how this simple act changes your perspective and the dynamics of the situation. It may not solve every problem, but it can make every problem a little bit easier to handle. Over time, you'll find that this practice becomes second nature, a reflex that helps you navigate life with a bit more grace and a lot more resilience. As we move forward, keep this in mind. Your smile is a powerful testament to your inner strength and self-assurance. It's a statement that no matter what happens, you are not easily shaken. So, use it often and let it be your silent proclamation of confidence and peace. And remember, by smiling, you're not just lifting your own spirits, but also those around you. Let's carry this positive energy into the next part of our journey. You're doing great. Keep going, and let your smile lead the way. Number 4. Be kind, but limit contact. Kindness is a powerful force, but it must be wielded with wisdom. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This holds true not just for our own actions, but for how we choose to manage our relationships. Being kind is an essential virtue in Stoicism, but it doesn't mean allowing others to drain your energy or take advantage of your good nature. It's about knowing when to extend a hand and when to protect your own peace. Think of kindness like a garden. You wouldn't let just anyone trample over it or take from it without giving something back. The same goes for your time and emotional energy. When you offer kindness, do so from a place of strength, not obligation. It's about creating a balance between being open-hearted and safeguarding your own well-being. You can still offer a smile, a listening ear, or a kind word, but be mindful of how much you give and to whom. If someone repeatedly takes without giving, it's time to set boundaries. Consider this. Perhaps you have a colleague who frequently relies on you for help but never returns the favor. You've been generous, giving them your time and support, but when you need assistance, they're conspicuously absent. This is where you need to draw a line. Continue to be courteous and professional, but start limiting your availability. Instead of immediately agreeing to every request, pick a moment to consider if it serves both your interests. By doing so, you're asserting that your time is valuable and not to be taken lightly. Or think about those who are close to you but have become emotionally draining. A friend who constantly brings negativity into your life. While it's good to be supportive, it's also necessary to recognize when it's affecting your own mental health. You can be kind, offering support from a distance, but prioritize your own peace by not getting entangled in their drama. This way, you protect your own space and energy, reinforcing the idea that your well-being comes first. This approach is not about becoming cold or distant. It's about being deliberate with your kindness. Ask yourself, is this interaction enriching my life or depleting it? If it's the latter, time to adjust the level of contact. Set boundaries that allow you to remain kind without sacrificing your emotional health. This could mean declining a call when you're not in the right headspace, or choosing to spend time with those who uplift and energize you instead. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By practicing kindness with boundaries, you're not responding with bitterness, but with strength and self-respect. You're choosing to rise above by not allowing others' actions to dictate your peace of mind. Try this simple exercise. Make a list of people in your life who consistently uplift you and those who drain you. For the latter, consider ways to limit your contact in a kind but firm manner. This could mean setting limits on how much time you spend with them, or how often you engage in conversations that leave you feeling depleted. It's not about cutting people out. It's about making conscious choices about who you allow into your mental and emotional space. By being kind but setting clear boundaries, you're not only protecting yourself, but teaching others how to respect your time and energy. It's a subtle yet powerful way of demonstrating self-respect and fostering mutual respect in all your relationships. Remember, you have the right to be both compassionate and discerning. This is your life, your energy. Guard it wisely. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more ways to maintain your strength and dignity. You're not just learning how to be kinder. You're learning how to be kind without compromising your own peace. Let's keep moving forward, stronger and wiser with each step. Number 5. Stay calm under pressure. Staying calm under pressure is one of the most valuable skills you can cultivate. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This wisdom reminds us that much of the stress we experience comes not from the events themselves, but from our reaction to them. In moments of pressure, your ability to remain composed is not just a sign of strength, a powerful tool for navigating life's inevitable challenges. In the chaos of life, calmness is your anchor. Imagine a storm at sea. The waves crash, the wind howls, but a well-anchored ship stays steady. Similarly, when you remain calm, you become a beacon of stability for those around you. Whether you're in a tense meeting at work, diffusing a disagreement with a loved one, or simply navigating the daily pressures of life, your calmness can set the tone for everyone else. It's about showing that you are not easily swayed by external chaos, but are grounded in your own inner peace. So how do you cultivate this calm amidst chaos? Start with awareness. Recognize the moments when you feel your stress levels rising. This could be a tightening in your chest, quickening of your breath, or a rush of frustration. When you notice these signs, pause, take a deep breath or several. This simple act can act as a reset button, allowing you to regain your composure and clarity. Think of it as stepping off a runaway train and choosing a different track. Next, practice reframing your perspective. Ask yourself, is this really worth my peace? Often, we find ourselves reacting to situations out of habit, not necessity. By questioning the importance of the situation, you can put things into perspective. Most issues that seem urgent in the moment lose their significance when viewed from a broader perspective. This is the Stoic practice of seeing the bigger picture, recognizing that most events are temporary and within our power to respond calmly. Consider this. A leader in the heat of a business negotiation maintains a calm demeanor while others lose their cool. While their competitors react impulsively, this leader's calm presence becomes their greatest advantage. Not only does it keep them clear-headed and strategic, but it also earns the respect of everyone in the room. This is the power of composure under pressure. It's not just about avoiding conflict. It's about turning challenges into opportunities for growth and demonstrating true leadership. Here's a practical step to develop this skill. Build a daily habit of reflection. Spend a few minutes each evening reviewing your day and considering how you handled stressful situations. Did you remain calm, or did you react impulsively? What could you have done differently? Over time, this practice will help you become more aware of your triggers and better prepared to manage them with poise. And let's not forget the importance of self-care in maintaining calmness. Your mind and body are interconnected. Taking care of your physical well-being can greatly enhance your ability to stay calm. Make time for regular exercise, eat nourishing foods, and ensure you're getting enough rest. When your body is well cared for, your mind is better equipped to handle stress with grace. Remember, calmness is not a lack of emotion. It's controlled emotion. It's the ability to experience life's highs and lows without being overwhelmed by them. When you stay calm under pressure, you don't just survive, you thrive. You become the eye of the storm, quiet strength in the midst of chaos. As you move forward, keep this thought in mind. By mastering your calm, you not only protect your inner peace, but also set a powerful example for those around you. Let's continue this journey with intention, ready to face whatever comes with confidence and clarity. Stay strong, stay calm, and remember that every challenge is an opportunity to rise above. Number 6. Chart your own path. Charting your own path is about more than just taking the road less traveled. It's about defining what the road looks like in the first place. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is not just about choosing a different route in life, but about consciously crafting a journey that reflects who you are at the core. When you take ownership of your path, you're not simply living, you're leading. Think about it. Every step you take on a path defined by others is a step away from your true self. When you decide to carve out your unique path, you're saying, I am not just another person going with the flow. I am someone who makes waves. It's this deliberate decision-making, this commitment to authenticity, that distinguishes the ordinary from the extraordinary. When you embrace this mindset, those around you, friends, colleagues, even strangers, begin to see you differently. They see someone who isn't afraid to take risks, someone who values their own vision over the comfort of conformity. So how do you start charting your own path? Begin by identifying what lights you up inside. What are those dreams that make your heart race? Write them down. These aren't just goals, they are the compass points that will guide your journey. Just like a sculptor sees the finished piece within the marble, you need to see the life you want within the chaos of everyday existence. Once you have that vision, you need to commit to it, even when the road gets tough and the path unclear. Now, it's crucial to understand that this doesn't mean you need to make dramatic changes overnight. Start with small, intentional action. If you've always wanted to write a book, dedicate 30 minutes a day to it. If you're passionate about fitness, start integrating it into your daily routine. It's the accumulation of these small steps that creates a new path. Each decision, no matter how minor, is a stone laid down on the road to your destiny. Imagine you've been stuck in a career that feels like a dead end. Instead of staying there out of fear or comfort, you decide to take a step toward what truly excites you. Maybe that means taking a night class, learning a new skill, or networking with people in the field you aspire to join. These actions might not seem groundbreaking on their own, but collectively, they transform your trajectory. By choosing to invest in yourself, you're telling the world, more importantly, yourself, that you're worth the effort. Keep in mind that charting your own path often means facing resistance. Friends or family might not understand your choices. Society might push back, trying to steer you back onto the well-worn path of mediocrity. This is where Stoic resilience comes in. As Marcus Aurelius noted, the obstacle is the way. Every challenge you face while forging your path is not a barrier, but a building block that shapes your journey and strengthens your resolve. Remember, walking your own path also means accepting the possibility of solitude. Not everyone will understand or accompany you, and that's okay. True strength lies in the ability to walk alone if necessary, knowing that your path, no matter how solitary it may seem, is the one you were meant to walk. This independence is not isolation, but freedom. Freedom to be yourself fully and unapologetically. So as you continue to carve out your journey, keep our mantra in mind: I own my journey. Every choice you make that is true to your values is a step upwards, lifting you above the noise and expectations of the crowd. You're not just forging a new path for yourself. You're paving the way for others to see that it's possible to live life on your own terms. Let your journey be a beacon of courage and authenticity, inspiring others to find and follow their own paths. Ready to keep moving forward? Let's tackle the next step with the same bold spirit. Number 7. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is about more than just setting boundaries. It's about asserting your worth in every aspect of life. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "He who is brave is free." This kind of bravery doesn't mean facing down a lion. It means having the courage to assert your boundaries and defend your peace, regardless of the circumstance. It's about being steadfast in who you are, knowing your values, and not allowing others to dictate how you should live or feel. When you stand your ground, you're sending a message not just to others, but to yourself. I matter. My needs, my values, and my peace are non-negotiable. This isn't about being difficult or stubborn. It's about maintaining your self-respect and integrity. It's about ensuring that your life, your time, and your energy are spent on things that align with your true self. Consider the practical side of standing your ground. It starts with knowing exactly what your non-negotiables are. What are the things that you cannot and will not compromise on? Write these down. This clarity is crucial because it forms the foundation of your boundaries. Without knowing what you stand for, it's all too easy to be swayed by the demands and expectations of others. Let's look at an example. Imagine you're in a friendship where you always seem to be the one making an effort, but your friend never reciprocates. Might be tempting to continue giving, hoping they'll eventually change. But standing your ground means having the courage to address the imbalance. It means saying, "I value our friendship, but I also need it to be mutual." This doesn't have to lead to conflict. Simply a call for respect. Or consider a workplace scenario where a colleague consistently offloads their work onto you. Instead of silently accepting this imbalance, stand firm and communicate your limits. Say, "I'm happy to collaborate, but I have my own responsibilities to manage." This isn't just about asserting your boundaries. It's about teaching others how to respect them. Standing your ground also requires consistency. If you're clear about your boundaries one day but allow them to be crossed the next, you're sending mixed signals. Consistency shows that you're serious, that you mean what you say. It's like training a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. When you consistently uphold your boundaries, you reinforce your own self-worth and teach others to respect it. Additionally, practice assertive communication. This involves speaking clearly and honestly about your needs and feelings without blaming or accusing others. Use statements that start with "I feel" or "I need," which focuses on your experience rather than attacking someone else's action. For example, instead of saying, "You never respect my time," say, "I feel undervalued when my time isn't considered." This subtle shift not only diffuses tension, but also promotes understanding. Remember, standing your ground doesn't mean closing yourself off from others or creating walls. Think of it more like building a strong foundation for your house. You're creating a safe and secure base from which you can interact with the world. This foundation allows you to be open, kind, and generous, without fear of being walked over or taken for granted. Finally, embrace the discomfort that might come with standing firm. Not everyone will be happy when you start asserting your needs and values, and that's okay. Growth often comes with a bit of friction. Like a tree that digs its roots deeper to withstand strong winds, standing your ground strengthens your core and deepens your sense of self. Keep this in mind. Every time you stand your ground, you are reinforcing the truth that you are worthy of respect. This isn't just about demanding more from others. It's about expecting more from yourself. It's about rising above the tendencies to appease or please, and instead choosing to honor your own path, your own values, and your own peace. So continue to stand tall, remain unyielding in your convictions, and watch how the world starts to align itself around the respect you command. Let's keep pushing forward. The journey of self-respect and resilience doesn't end here. We have more ground to cover, more ways to fortify our inner strength. Ready to keep going? Let's dive into the next step. Number 8, develop a sense of humor. Why did the Stoics, those serious philosophers of virtue and discipline, see humor as a necessary tool for life? As Marcus Aurelius observed, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. What he meant was that our greatest power lies in how we choose to react to the world, and humor is one of our best defenses. It allows us to face adversity with a light heart, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and connection. Developing a sense of humor is not about turning everything into a joke. It's about embracing the lighter side of life, finding joy even in challenging moments. Humor can be a bridge between people, making interactions smoother and more enjoyable. When you learn to laugh at life, you diffuse tension and invite others to do the same. It's like shining a light in a dark room. Suddenly, everything doesn't seem so daunting anymore. Think about the impact of humor in your daily life. At a family gathering where tensions might run high, a well-timed joke can cut through awkwardness and bring everyone together. Or imagine being in a stressful meeting at work where everyone's on edge. A light-hearted comment can instantly break the ice, making the atmosphere more relaxed and productive. Humor is not just about the joke itself. It's about showing others that you're confident enough to be vulnerable, to not take yourself too seriously, and to create an environment where others feel at ease. Humor is also a powerful tool for resilience. The Stoics teach us that we can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we perceive it. Laughter changes our perspective. It's like finding a hidden door in a wall you thought was impenetrable. Suddenly, you see a way through that wasn't visible before. When life throws challenges your way, and it inevitably will, being able to laugh about them keeps things in perspective and prevents you from being overwhelmed. It's a reminder that while life is serious, we don't always have to be. So, how can you cultivate this invaluable sense of humor? Start by observing your own reactions. Notice when you begin to take things too seriously and make a conscious effort to lighten up. You might spill coffee on yourself just before a big presentation. What if instead of getting angry, you chuckled and thought, well, I've always wanted to leave a lasting impression. Humor is about seeing these little mishaps not as disasters, but as part of the unpredictable adventure that is life. Make time for humor in your daily routine. Watch a funny movie, read a book that makes you smile, or spend time with people who make you laugh. And practice laughing at yourself. When you can find humor in your own mistakes, you disarm the situation and show others that you're comfortable in your skin. This is not about diminishing your value. It's about recognizing that we're all human, and that imperfection is what makes life interesting. Another step is to look for the unexpected humor in everyday situations. Pay attention to the quirky moments. The way your dog chases its tail, funny typo in an email, the silly misunderstandings that happen all the time. These small, humorous observations remind us not to take life too seriously and to appreciate the beauty in the mundane. Remember, developing a sense of humor doesn't mean you're ignoring life's difficulties. It means you're choosing to navigate them with wisdom and lightness. It's about rising above the challenges and maintaining a perspective that allows for joy, even in tough times. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. With humor, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, turning every challenge into an opportunity to connect, grow, and enjoy life a little more. So, keep that spirit alive. Embrace humor as a powerful tool in your Stoic toolkit. Not only will it help you manage stress, but it will also make you someone others want to be around. A beacon of light in a world that can sometimes seem all too dark. Ready to find the laughter in your life and use it to rise above? Let's move on to our next strategy and continue building the best version of ourselves. Number 9. Show respect to everyone. Respect is the cornerstone of all meaningful relationships, the glue that binds us to others. As Aristotle famously noted, respect for ourselves guides our morals. Respect for others guides our manners. This simple truth is a powerful reminder that respect isn't just about how we treat others. It's a reflection of how we value ourselves. It's about recognizing that every person we encounter, whether a friend, partner, or even a stranger, has their own story, their own struggles, and their own value. In Stoicism, we learn that our actions are within our control, but other people's reactions are not. By showing respect, you're not just adhering to a social expectation, you're actively choosing to embody the virtues of kindness and understanding, regardless of the circumstance. This is a demonstration of inner strength, a testament to your commitment to living with integrity and purpose. Let's talk about practical ways to live this out daily. Start by making a conscious effort to listen, truly listen, to those around you. When someone speaks, give them your full attention. This isn't just about hearing their words, it's about valuing their voice. Imagine you're in a conversation with a colleague who disagrees with your approach to a project. Instead of immediately defending your stance, take a moment to pause, breathe, and consider their perspective. This act of listening is more than just respectful. It fosters an environment where both parties feel seen and heard, which can lead to more constructive dialogue and better outcomes. Respect also means being generous in your interaction. Small gestures like holding the door open, acknowledging someone's effort, or simply saying thank you can have a profound impact. These acts of kindness, though seemingly insignificant, are the building blocks of respect. They show that you're aware of others and that you value their presence and contributions. Remember, respect is like planting seeds. It requires consistent effort to cultivate, but it will grow into something beautiful and lasting. However, respect is not just about positive gestures. It's also about maintaining your boundaries. If someone oversteps or disrespects you, it's crucial to address it calmly but firmly. You might say, "I appreciate your perspective, but I feel this way, and I need this to change." This isn't about confrontation. It's about ensuring that respect flows both ways. In standing up for yourself, you reinforce the message that respect is non-negotiable, setting a standard for how you expect to be treated. Think of respect as the steady hands of a sculptor shaping clay. Just as the sculptor molds the clay into its intended form, showing respect helps shape our interactions and relationships into something meaningful and enduring. By treating others with respect, you're not only honoring them, but also refining your character and fortifying your own sense of self-worth. And let's not forget the workplace. Respect here can transform the entire atmosphere. When you treat your colleagues with respect, regardless of their position or how they treat you, you set a tone of professionalism and mutual consideration. This can lead to a more positive, collaborative, and productive work environment. People are more likely to trust and support you when they feel respected, and this can open doors to new opportunities and strengthen your professional relationships. So, how do you make respect a daily practice? Begin with empathy. Try to understand where others are coming from, even if their behavior isn't what you would expect or prefer. Use polite language and be mindful of your tone. Treat every interaction as an opportunity to uplift, to acknowledge the dignity of another human being. Remember, the way you treat others is a reflection of your own values and character. As we continue to rise above negativity and trivial conflicts, let's commit to making respect the foundation of all our interactions. When we show respect to everyone we meet, we not only enhance our own lives, but also create a ripple effect that can transform the world around us. Let's keep moving forward on this path of personal growth and resilience. Ready to deepen your understanding of respect and see its impact in every corner of your life? Let's dive into the next strategy. Number 10, define your space. What does your space say about you? As Epictetus taught, people are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. This timeless Stoic wisdom speaks directly to the environments we create for ourselves, spaces we inhabit. Our homes, our work areas, even the social circles we engage in, are more than just physical locations. They are reflections of our inner worlds, our mindsets, and our priorities. If you want to change your life, start by changing the space around you. Your environment should be a sanctuary that supports your growth, not a source of stress or distraction. Think about it. When you walk into your home after a long day, do you feel at peace, or do you feel overwhelmed by chaos and clutter? A well-curated space is like fertile soil for the mind, nourishes and sustains you, allowing you to thrive. Start with a simple decluttering exercise. Take a critical look at your surroundings and ask yourself, does this object serve a purpose? Does it bring me joy, or is it just taking up space? Removing what no longer serves you is not just about cleaning up. It's about making room for clarity, focus. Next, let's consider your workspace. Whether you're in a bustling office or working from the quiet of your home, your workspace should be a place of inspiration and productivity. Organize it so that everything you need is within reach and distractions are minimized. Add elements that motivate you. Powerful quote that resonates with your journey, a photograph that reminds you of your purpose, or a plant that brings a touch of nature and calm. These aren't just decorations, they're anchors for your mindset, constant reminders of what matters most. And what about your social space? The people you choose to surround yourself with are just as crucial as your physical environment. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Take a moment to reflect on your current social circle. Do these individuals uplift you, challenge you to grow, and support your journey? Or do they drain your energy and hold you back? Defining your space means being intentional about the relationships you cultivate. It's not about cutting people off harshly, but making thoughtful choices that prioritize your well-being. Now let's dive deeper into the Stoic principle of eudaimonia, pursuit of flourishing and living in accordance with nature. This isn't just about the natural world around us, but the natural state of our minds and hearts. Your space should be a reflection of this harmony, a place where you can retreat to reconnect with your purpose and realign with your values. Put this principle into practice. Start by setting aside time each week to reassess your environment. Is there something you've been meaning to change? An item to donate? A new habit to implement? Create a space that fosters your best self, one that encourages you to read more, think deeper, and rest adequately. Every small change accumulates, crafting a space that is uniquely yours and supportive of your highest aspirations. Think of defining your space as crafting a canvas for your life. Just as an artist carefully selects each color and brushstroke, you have the power to design an environment that reflects your aspirations and facilitates your growth. When you curate your surroundings with intention, you're not just making a statement about where you live or work, you're making a declaration about who you are and who you're becoming. Remember our guiding principle: I own my journey. When you take control of your space, you rise above the distractions and the noise, creating a sanctuary that nurtures your spirit and fuels your journey. It's about more than just tidying up. It's about setting the stage for a life well lived. So, are you ready to redefine your space, and in doing so, redefine yourself? Let's continue this journey and see where it leads. Number 11. Eliminate negativity from your life. What would your life look like if you could remove all the negativity that weighs you down? Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Part of that learning is recognizing the shadows that negativity casts over our lives and taking deliberate action to eliminate them. Negativity is like a fog that dims our vision and dampens our spirit. Imagine what you could achieve if you could lift that fog. How much brighter your days would feel. How much lighter your steps would be. Negativity can take many forms. It might be a critical voice inside your head that tells you you're not enough, or it could be external. Relationships that drain you, environments that suffocate you, or habits that keep you stuck in a cycle of defeat. These forces infiltrate our lives subtly, often without us even noticing. But remember what Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations: "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are clouded with negativity, your reality will reflect that back to you. It's time to strip away the layers of gloom and start painting with brighter colors. Begin by conducting a negativity cleanse in your life. Take a hard look at the relationships you maintain. Are there people who consistently leave you feeling drained, criticized, or undervalued? It's not about blaming others, but recognizing how certain dynamics affect your mental and emotional health. If you have a friend who always brings up your past mistakes or a coworker who constantly complains, these are signs that it might be time to step back. Start setting boundaries with these people, and don't be afraid to enforce them. Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary for your growth. And what about those self-sabotaging thoughts that loop in your mind? The ones that whisper, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed." Challenge these thoughts head-on. Replace them with affirmations that empower you. "I am capable," "I choose growth over fear," or simply, "I am enough." Remember, as Epictetus taught, we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happened. You have the power to choose which thoughts you allow to take root. Another vital step in eliminating negativity is to curate what you allow into your mind. This means being mindful of the media you consume. Is your social media feed filled with negativity or unrealistic comparisons that leave you feeling inadequate? Unfollow, mute, or limit your time on these platforms. Instead, fill your mind with content that inspires and uplifts you. Read books that expand your mind, listen to podcasts that motivate you, and watch shows that leave you feeling good about life. Don't forget about your physical environment either. Clutter and chaos in your surroundings can mirror the clutter and chaos in your mind. Take a few hours to tidy up, create order, and introduce elements that bring you joy. Plants, artwork, even just a neatly organized desk. These small changes can have a profound effect on your mental clarity and emotional well-being. Remember, eliminating negativity doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about building resilience and focusing on solutions rather than problems. It's about surrounding yourself with positivity that fuels your spirit. As you make these changes, you'll start to notice a shift, not just in how you feel, but in how others perceive you. They'll see a person who is not bogged down by negativity, but one who rises above it, shines through it, and thrives despite it. So keep our affirmation close. I own my journey. Use it as a mantra whenever negativity tries to pull you down. As you rise above the negative influences in your life, you'll find a newfound sense of freedom, clarity that guides you towards your best self. It's time to break free from the chains of negativity and step into a life filled with light, purpose, and positivity. You've got this, my friends. Embrace this moment, make the choice to clear your path, and let your true self shine through. As we wrap up today's journey through these 11 powerful ways to make them regret not valuing you, remember that the real strength lies in embracing your worth and standing firm in your path. Each step you take towards self-respect, positivity, and personal growth is a step towards owning your journey. So let's commit to these principles and rise above the negativity that tries to hold us back. Drop a comment below saying, I own my journey, to remind yourself and inspire others that you are dedicated to surpassing negativity and embracing your true value. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps us reach more people who need this message. Stay strong, stay positive, and remember, you are the author of your own story.